What's nice for us is that the algorithms on these big three platforms in which we'll be posting on all work the same, and they rank certain engagement levels such as watch time, likes, comments the same way. TikTok created this form of video consumption with their For You page, and quickly after, Instagram and YouTube hopped on it as well. The idea is that anybody who posts a video gets that video put on the For You page or Explore page and has the same fair shot at going viral. And this is why when starting with new products or new dropshipping accounts, we don't need to have a previous following. And that's also why you see some creators with millions of followers only get a few thousand views a post. Followers don't mean much, and it's all about the video that's getting posted, because like I said, each video gets ranked the same way. For example, let's say I started a brand new TikTok account and posted my first video for a product. As long as the account is not glitched, the bare minimum views I will get on this video is around 200. And what this is doing is testing your video with a small group of 200 people. If that group of 200 engages with it and watches it all the way through, it'll get showed to another group of 200 people. Now, if that group of 400 engages with it well, it'll get showed to 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, all the way into the millions following the same exact pattern. Show video to a group, does well, show it to a bigger group, does well, show it to a bigger group, does well, show it to a bigger group, and so on forever. Which to me kind of eases the mind, because I know if a video only gets 200 to 400 views, it's on me and all I can do is improve for my next post. Which again relates to what I talked about earlier about how going viral is not luck. It's not like your video will immediately spawn to 1 million views. No, it has to work its way up through the algorithm. But now you may be wondering, what even is the algorithm looking for in a video to make it continue to get pushed out? And although there are no official statements on this from the platforms, from data, what we can see is that watch time is the #1 thing. And this really makes sense, because no matter how else they engage with the video, a true sign of it being a good video is if they actually watch it. On top of that, this makes the platforms more money as it keeps people on the platform longer. And related to watch times, which I'd say is in the same category, is replays. Because if someone watches it twice, that counts as the watch time being double, and it's all the proof you need that this is a banger video. Which is really why things like crazy sports highlights go so viral, because people just keep watching it over and over again to see how that happened. And the way the algorithms rank watch time does depend on the length of the video, which I wish we could have the exact stats on it, but basically if a video is 10 seconds, you really need the viewer to watch the whole thing. Although if it's a minute, they only have to watch 20 to 30 seconds of it to be categorized the same way. But overall, if you're making a good, entertaining piece of content, people will watch it. After watch time, for things being the most important in my opinion, comes comments. Comments are proof that people are interacting and have something to say about the video, which no matter if good or bad, they get ranked the same. And that is where the controversy I've been talking so much about comes into play. For someone to take the time out of their day and actually leave a comment means you definitely made them feel something. As you can probably pick up, all these things are tied together, as earlier I said the biggest part in a viral video is making someone feel something. So creating controversy is basically manipulating these feelings of anger or debate. Common examples of this I've noted down could be making purposeful mistakes, saying bold claims, giving misleading statements or answers, so acting dumb, touching on hot topics, pretty much anything relevant and debatable, mispronouncing something obvious, a weird noise in the background, saying something sus, which we will touch on why you don't want to go too far with this, or putting something weird in the background or with the product on purpose. This is mainly called comment bait, and it's the whole reason I put a fire extinguisher, potted plant, toilet paper, and lotion in the duffel bag, because it brought in hundreds of comments which I'll pop up on the screen that I baited in. On top of that, comments that talk about how good the product is are a very good look, but a lot of the time you also want to respond to the hate comments, because proving someone wrong is an amazing way to spark controversy and keep people watching to the end. So when I'm in the process of trying to create a viral video, I'm first thinking how I can keep them entertained so I have a good watch time, and then how I could spark them to comment/feel something. Another important thing to keep in the back of your head is if a video is shareable, because if someone shares a video with a friend, you're basically getting 2 views for the price of 1. When Dom and I sold those hype boosting insoles, we would always say something in the caption like tag a short friend or send this to a short king. Not only would they both watch it, but both would start talking to each other in our comment section, either getting mad at each other or laughing about it, as shares usually come from something being funny and worth showing to a friend too. Now of course you have likes and saves, which to me I don't focus on the most, because with a good video these things will come naturally, and a lot of the times people will save your video if they want to come back and buy your product later. Telling someone to go like and save your video doesn't really do much, and again, if it's a good video they will just do this naturally. The typical like to view ratio we see is around 10%. So if a video gets 1,000 views, it should have around 100 likes, but the reason we know this doesn't really matter the most is because I've had some videos get 1,000 views and have 300 likes but just stop there and they don't get get pushed out more. And the final form of video engagement, which really doesn't even cross my mind in the video creation process, is reposts. TikTok has a repost feature which shows it to that person's followers. And then of course on Instagram, a lot of people might share it to their story. What's cool about Instagram though is if someone watches it on another person's story, meaning they don't even have to click into it, it still counts as a view for you. 100% a good thing for the algorithm to see, and it will bring you more views. But again, this is just something that comes with having a good video. So that is the overall recap of how the algorithm works and what causes a video to actually get pushed out. And to recap, the order I focused on them is watch time, comments, shares, likes, saves, and reposts. But enough just talking about videos. I think it would be very helpful for you if I take videos for one product, one that did good and the other that did bad, and explain why one flopped while the other did so good. So you can learn by example and learn what and what not to do.